Flags up and they off and racing from that 1,000 meter marker. Moonstrike, if anything, was a bit slow into stride. Executor, one of the first to respond. Isn't It Bliss, Tresor, and around them is Esther, who whips across the field and goes off to lead them. So Esther from Executor, Tresor, then come Isn't It Bliss with the green sleeves and the white cap. Ride the Lightning behind that. Further back is On the Guest List. Then comes Global Goddess. A long way back to Running for the Stars. Some of them battling to stay in touch. Cormorant's Passion. Further back is Moonstrike and Emily's Spirit towards the back end of the field. They homeward bound, 400 meters left to go. It's Esther in front. Isn't It Bliss? Green sleeves and white cap. Executor, Tresor, Ride the Lightning, Global Goddess and Moonstrike. Good finish. Esther's in front from Tresor. Tresor pops its nose in front. Esther on the inside, but Tresor, good win. Executor in second. Third, very close, Global Goddess and Isn't It Bliss. So let's have a look at the head-on replay. As cool as a cucumber. Marco van Rensburg sitting tight. He knew what he had underneath him. Tresor, with that late finishing burst, goes off to pick them off one by one, and they'll close off racing here in Gqeberha. Well done again to Cliffy Miller and to Marco van Rensburg. Executor is going to run second. I'm going to go third. Isn't It Bliss, number 11 to the inside, just ahead of Global Goddess. The day belongs to Chase Majan. There's still two between Gavin Smith and Alan Greef. I'll hand you back to the presenter in studio. I think it's Nico Kritsiotis. From all of us here in Port Elizabeth, have a wonderful Friday evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night.
Welcome back. Race 8 on the card, the final event this afternoon, won by Tresor for the Cliffy Miller stable. Great to see it go back to back. And yeah, looked very well in the parade ring. And you know what we say, when they look so good, they run accordingly as well. Well, with me with the 1,500 Rand, courtesy of World Sports Betting, is Daniel collecting for Peter. So Daniel's going to take the 1,500 Rand, going to make sure that Peter gets it. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. Tremendous. Thanks to Daniel doing the duty there. Let's go to the man waiting. Marco, grab the mic, it helps. There we go. And firstly, well done to Marco, because back-to-back on Tresor. Now, the stable did give you confidence for the viewers out there if you watched the show in the week. This horse won oh so easily last time out, and today even looked better, to be honest with you. Had to have a chance. Well done, Marco.
Yeah, she definitely had a chance. But before I get there, I want to first say happy birthday to Tanieda.
Yes.
It was her birthday yesterday, so this is a nice birthday present, and I hope she has a lucky day.
Tremendous.
To get back to this, last time she won a nice race. At 1,200, she settled beautifully. She quickened through them, and she finished the race. Today, she bounced out. She gave me more speed. She travelled even better into the straight, and she quickened. She finished it nicely. So, you know, well done to Ruam. She's got problems, and he's just kept her sound, you know. So that's a big bonus when you come to track and the horses are feeling good like that. It just gives you a lot of confidence, and you can ride a horse properly, you know. And then when they win, it's just job well done. So very well done to Ruam, and Mr. Paddock and everybody, well done for the winner.
Now, we love having you riding here again for Cliffy. I know I heard Brandon Bailey, the commentator, speaking early on. I heard him through my earpiece saying what a great combination you guys were out in Kimberley. I remember when I presented there as well in those days, and it's nice to have that combination back here again. Long may it continue.
Yeah, thanks. We've come a long way. We've gone over 20 years now.
Yeah.
I think I've only been fired once.
Only once. So you're doing well.
once too many, I think.
Yeah.
No, we've done well, and we understand each other. So yeah, we're a good combination. And you know, when Willem says to me they're ready and they fit, you know, now I need to pull my socks up. You know, so well done to him, and I appreciate the support that he gives me.
I'll give you advice. When he throws a left hook, you duck to the right and you hit back with the right cross.
It doesn't matter. I've been through a few of those.
Well done, Marco. A little bit of fun here from the Cliffy Miller stable. Let's go to Cliffy. And then I'm going to ask Nicholas to come into the picture next to Cliffy as well, if you don't mind. Purely because he's the one that Nadine spoke to in the week. No, Cliffy, Stan, you saw? There we go. Old man first. And Nicholas, come in there as well. There we go. These guys were very transparent about the chances of obviously of all the horses. But chatting to Nadine, Nicholas was the one that said not worried about anything. And they thought that could go back to back, and the confidence was there. And well done, Cliffy, spot on.
Yeah, thank you. I must say thanks to Nick as well. You know, I'm not here. Nicholas takes over the reins. And I just let him do, you know, like I said last time, he's learned something in at least, you know.
Yeah.
It took a while, you know, but he's learning every day. Every day is something new. Every day when Heather is here, we both of us learning from Heather as well about certain things, you know. And, but thanks to Nick, and also thanks to my owners and stuff in the horse as well, you know. Thank you very much. I told him when Nicholas said to me the horse won't, you know, she won't get beat today. Our only concern was really the 1,000. I thought it might be, but Nick, Marcus says she came out beautifully, and well, she travelled very well, you know. And you can see her coat; she's got a magnificent coat. She doesn't even wear a blanket. In the cold, she will not wear a blanket. So she's a lovely horse. So obviously, there's something there. We'll win a couple more with her, hopefully. And thanks to everybody. Thanks to Hollywood as well for our sponsor, and everybody else as well. And yeah, yes, Nick. Talk to Nick. He's a main mag.
Thank you, Cliffy. Let's go to Nicholas. Nicholas, why I want you there is because obviously, you know, you've been around. You don't just sit on the fence. And both us as presenters, Nadine and myself, we appreciate that because if you're confident about something and you commit and it doesn't go according to plan, people understand. It's when you sit on the fence and you don't know if they must lean left or right, it makes it so tough for the punter out there. And that's why you're a young man, you're coming through the ranks. I think apart from being a potential trainer one day, you will be used more often in when they do big race days, etc. For you put in time, effort with your studying everything. Tell us a bit more about, apart from being part of as an assistant trainer, form studying.
Yeah, you know, we always like to get stuck in, especially, you know, big meetings. But the weekends, you know, when you've got a bit of time, you know, during the week, you know, horses take up most of your time. But you sit down and have a study, and it's always good fun, whether or not you're having a bet or not. But it's just to know, understand where you're going with horses and that. So if there one does come along, you know, the form lines and it's just general information you've got to know. So
do you often look to see what you have to beat in the field, example?
Yes, yeah, I had a look in that, especially, for example, this field, I had a look at Global Goddess, you know, with the weight turnarounds. I thought that was probably our biggest danger. And then I saw Executor go down. I thought, okay, that's our other danger, you know. Yes. But I was always quite confident in her. I didn't really mind about the 5. You know, she's quick enough. She got enough toe, so I wasn't really perturbed. I thought, you know, she was always going to be a hard horse to beat.
Tremendous, well done. Well, we'll end up with you standing here next to me as well. So there we go. That's the Cliffy Miller stable. Cliffy being the more senior person, and Nicholas, the younger one, coming through the ranks. So if you're interested in becoming part of a stable that studies form, and if you want to have a little bit of a nibble, I know that you have a bit of a nibble from time to time as well, then maybe look towards the Cliffy Miller stable here in the Eastern Cape as well. It's been a great day's racing, and yep, the fight is still on. The title fight between the Greef and the Smith stable. At the moment, it's still 2. We arrived today. There were 2 separating them. We're going into the final day next week, Friday, with 2 separating them. So from myself, Neil Pretorius, my co-presenter, always lovely presenting with Nadine, on-course photographer Pauline Herman, all the crew and the production team downstairs. Thanks so much. We will see you next Friday.